Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're in a good mood today. Hope last night didn't get you down too bad. But it is what it is. We're gonna see. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk it out for you. We're gonna talk you off the ledge. That's what we're gonna try to do today on the Champions Corner podcast. Welcome in. I'm not alone, man. I got a professor in here. I got Miss Analytics, bro. Mrs. Zakia is back on the show. What's going on, y'all? What's up? Say hello to the people.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about that Saturday's main event, about John Cena's last match, all the NXT stars showing out on this show. I thought it was overall a good show. Some people still, down on it for certain aspects of it, about what happened with Cena, or maybe they're just the wrestling is not up to par with certain people. Some people still, a lot of people are critical right now for what I've been seeing. But I like I said, for me, I enjoyed it. But let's talk. Like I said, we're gonna talk through it. It's a therapy session. Now. Cena's my favorite, my goat. But I mean, you got to go sometime. I said in my previous post that it's like Kobe's last game for me. So that's how I felt it. For me, that's how I felt. And so I was all into it, and just like I was for that game. But I guess we'll go ahead and start with Cena. We're going to start with Cena. I'm going to start with the main event, John Cena versus Gunther. For me, the ending was I understood it. I didn't fully like it with him tapping out. I was just blown. I was kind of shocked by it. I don't know if it was close to the Brock beating the Undertaker streak for me. I don't know if it was right there with the feeling I felt, but I was like, wow. I almost couldn't believe it, but he was smiling. So for me, that says I'm letting go. I didn't say I'm giving up, but I'm letting go. The character's over. John Cena, he's saying goodbye to John Cena, the character. He's still John Cena, the guy. He's saying goodbye to the John Cena, the character. So that's what I took from it. And for me, how people reacted to this match, it brought back to what the wrestling's supposed to be. Everybody hating the heel, booing the heel. Nobody in the house cheering Gunther, but everybody cheering the babyface, which was the opposite in the past for Cena. Everybody was booing the babyface, which was John Cena, and cheering the heel. So now it came all full circle to where it's supposed to be. Hopefully, I don't think it's gonna be like that for every match from now going on forward. But this is what wrestling is: booing the babyface. I mean, booing the heel and cheering the babyface. And Gunther had to get escorted out the building by security, police, or whoever it was. And also Triple H had some armed security by him. So it showed the passion of these fans for this product and for wrestling, period. And I think that's what another thing Cena wants to do. Like I said, he wants to give back. He wants to give back and push it forward. And he wanted the NXT's talents to be on this show to showcase them. Like I've been talking bad about this tournament all for a few weeks to a month or so by these new talents that aren't being showcased for me. But they still found a way to do it. And just John Cena wanted these people on here, and Sol Ruka, Obafemi, Slater, and Javon Evans. So those people got showcased. A legitimate heel is a monster heel, made more of a monster heel now, going forward, hopefully, because they hate what he did to John Cena. And that's what you want. You want people to be showcased and people to be pushed up to the next level. And John Cena, he left it all in the ring. His shoes, armbands, and everything. I don't know what kind of shoes those was. I don't know. It's off-brand shoes.
According to Jay Uso Skechers.
yeah. But like I said, I don't like it, but I understood it. But I'm gonna have a little bit more to say. But I want y'all to get y'all, thoughts in. Ms. Zakia, how you feeling, man? How do you feel about John Cena?
It's, as you said, it's therapy, right? It's an emotional journey. And I think the way fans reacted, yourself included, right, was exactly the impact that it was supposed to have. He had a long career and he left his mark. And the way people responded for him tapping out for the first time in 20 years, and just the disbelief. And you have fans crying, some people are in shock, like they're just frozen. Like that's the impact that he's had on the company. So I think it was a great tribute. I think it was a great send off for him. You could tell that he was trying to hold it all in. He wasn't trying to let it all out. So he did a lot of bowing to show his respect for all of his fans and everybody that he's worked with. But you had a really good point of showcasing talent. And we don't know if Cena had anything to do with it. I'm sure he has, right? But to say, hey, I think I was looking at the stats, and you have 20,000 fans at the Capital One Arena. This was probably the most watched, and it wasn't even a PLE, the most watched Saturday night main event, right? Because everybody wants to see John Cena's last match. Even if you don't watch wrestling, everybody knows who John Cena is. So, with that being said, now you are putting eyes on all of these young talent and getting them out there with the vets to be able to really show that there are some talented athletes that are within the company. So not only is he using his celebrity and his basically like his stamp in the company, but he's doing that to bring up people that are going to be following his footsteps, because that was what was done for him. So I think it was very well planned. Of course, you don't want to see John Cena tap out, but I think it was kind of poetic in the sense of that was it. Like, this is his last time, and he just wants to make sure that he just goes out with a bang. So I honestly, it was a really good show. I was very thoroughly entertained, and for somebody like me who doesn't really keep up with other like the TNA and NXT, I don't keep up with those too much. So now I'm seeing these talents for the first time, and I'm hearing them, and I'm like, well, dang, they're actually pretty good. So that for me, it's getting me eyes on talent and those that are coming up in the card next. So you wouldn't be surprised to see them on the next Raw or the next SmackDown and be like, oh yeah, I know who they were because they were on that last match. So honestly, my hat goes off to John Cena and his amazing career.
All right, Mr. BJ, what's going on? How you feeling?
Hey,
How you feeling?
I'm fine. Like, I'm cool. I didn't really grow up in the John Cena era, so for me, it was a match. It was a good match, so I'm fine with it. But I can empathize. So I look at it from the perspective of the 8-year-old who saw John Cena, grew up with John Cena, admired John Cena, developed under the concepts and the role model that is John Cena, and I can understand from that perspective of this guy never quit. He had a towel every time he pulled it out, said never quit. So tapping out, I can see why being 20, 30, and even 40 if you're that guy, that could be real heartbreaking to see that happening. I can. I really can. So fans are gonna fan, and that's fine. It's wrestling. That's the point. I just gotta say this. I always try to say this. Wrestling is the greatest form of entertainment. It gives you drama, gives you comedy, gives you action, gives you suspense, it gives you emotion, and it wraps it all up, maybe in a singular match, maybe in the whole entire card, maybe in a TV show. It checks every box you needed to check. And I thought that this Saturday night's main event actually did that. It gave you a lot of action. It gave you drama, gave you intrigue. It gave you suspense. It gave you a little comedy because you had the R-Truth the Miz section, right? So, it gave you a bit of everything that you wanted in any form of entertainment programming. This is
Mm-hmm.
truly WWE being World Wrestling Entertainment. Um, as far as the rest of the card goes, I do want to mention, I do like the fact that he did show the young talent. I'll admit, I'm not that familiar with Sol Ruka as well. Like, I know who she is, but I've never really watched the match. See,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate to say it, but I kind of same thing with Obafemi. I have to admit this. I never really watched a
Oh
full
wow.
singular Obafemi match. I've seen him on a lot of his multi-man matches, like his match with Dijak and the other guy I can't think of right now. And of course, I saw the Iron Survivor match, so I know exactly who he is. And Leon Slater, I think I see more Javon Evans than all of these people,
Yeah, yeah.
whether
Mm-hmm.
it's,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's by
I
choice or
get that.
not. So yeah, this is definitely a good time to showcase their talent, their ability, good stars to compete with. I didn't. Well, we'll get into the rest of it later. But to the point of the John Cena Gunther match, I thought it did tell a good story. I like this story of, and when I saw the end of the
Say it.
match, it really signaled to me I'm Gunther. This is Gunther. I'm putting it into the sports entertainment nonsense. We're going to wrestling. We are a wrestling company moving forward. This John Cena stuff is no longer what it needs to be. This is now what it's going to be. And Gunther being the top heel, I feel like is going to bring upon that standard, which, hey, you ask me, I'm all for it. Bring along the pro wrestling. Give me the Dragonovs. I can't stand them. Give me the Kevin Owens and all these people. Yeah, so I'm all for it. I liked it. I'll probably be the only person who necessarily cheered, but not fully booed Gunther. I'm good.
All right. That's kind of what I think Michael Cole's words when Gunther won is like,
yeah, they were his words, and I hated it because I said it right before him. But those were his words.
Yeah, he did. So, like I said, it affected everybody in a different way. But I just like I said, people standing up for it and the people that was there for this match, because you got all these legends who came to see John Cena's last match. All the celebrities, legends.
It's very well respected. That's awesome.
Yeah, the legend of Sami Zayn. He was even there. Sami Zayn looked like he can get back in the ring.
Right.
He looks legit.
Yeah. Sami was there with his son. Yeah, another one of my goats, Kurt Angle, man. I was happy to see him there. Mark Henry, Trish Stratus, Eve Torres. I didn't even recognize that at first. I was like, oh, yeah, it's Eve Torres.
Yeah.
Michelle McCool, RVD. My boy, he got a big pop for RVD. What's his name?
Elias.
Elias was there. Like I said, Kevin Owens, Booker T.
Haku.
Yeah, Haku.
The man called Ming. He was there.
Yeah. So everybody, right? Everybody showed up for John Cena. I mean, surprisingly, they didn't want Randy. They booked Randy Orton to be somewhere else for some reason and not here, which is weird to me because he's one of the John Cena's biggest rivals and one of his best friends.
Do you think Copeland was in the building? Just to show Edge.
I mean, I haven't seen nothing about Edge being there. You thought he would have come up somewhere, on social media at least about being there, but it'd be nice if he was.
Maybe he's at the after party.
Yeah, right. Maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
The wrap-up party or whatever you want to call it.
McMahon might have been there. McMahon, a U.S. leader.
Hey, I was surprised. Speaking of McMahon, I was surprised they showed Vince McMahon on that video package.
Oh, it was an old video too, though. It was a really old video. Notice that, yeah.
But still, either way, it still showed him at all. That's the big thing.
Okay,
them showing Vince McMahon is a big thing, and but yeah, had a lot of superstars came around the ring after Cena, after the match or whatever. But one superstar that was left after Cena left, everybody else left. One superstar was just standing there looking at his shoe, looking at John Cena's shoes and armbands in the ring. And that was Cody Rhodes.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah. See this, he was just standing there and he gave an emotional, interview after the match. He's like, this is the guy who kind of he thanked for the house. He always thankful for the house. So that's the thing between wrestlers. Thank you for the house and whatnot. And so he showed his admiration for John Cena. Like he got emotional. And
classic Cody, still in the moment for himself.
he said he didn't want to do that. He wasn't trying to do that.
He wasn't trying to. Cody gets emotional about everything. Anytime he starts,
he's a very emotional person.
Yeah, I do like Cody. I'm a mark for Cody, but I'm gonna call it like it is.
I hear you.
He's a good spokesperson. He always has the right things to say at the right moments. I have to give him that. Sometimes a lot to say, but so yeah.
And some people was trying to get on him, talking about, oh, he looking at the shoes he would never feel. I was like, wow, like don't do that, man. Cody's that guy.
There's some things you're just looking too much into.
Right. Yeah. But Cody's there because how much John Cena means to him and how much he knows that John Cena gave to him. Because he beat John Cena at SummerSlam for the title, become a 2-time WWE champion, and so he calls himself the quarterback. So I gotta really take this on. Cena's legitimately gone now, and so I'm taking this on to the future. I just had a match tonight with Obafemi. That boy, Obafemi took it to Cody on this one.
right?
Had his man ear
Maybe
bleed.
it's that.
All right, but this is amazing. I mean, going to transition to that. This is an amazing showcase for Obafemi. The crowd was behind him on SmackDown when he had a promo on SmackDown against Cody. And so, and with the match, there was even more behind Oba. The entrance was boy, what they call it, aura forming now. I said the aura was there for Oba. As soon as he got in the ring, and he showed how dominant he is, and that, like I said, that forearm, the uppercut across the table to Cody, man, that was a moment. But it got ruined by Drew McIntyre. I was like, I figured he was gonna come out, but I'm like, dang, it's kind of early, ain't it? I'm really enjoying this match right now. But I guess he's the heel. He go, like I said, these heels are really coming up, trying to make you hate him. And he really made me feel a certain way because I was I was happy doing how the match was going.
Yeah.
But well, you guys, what's going on, Professor? What's up? How you feel about it?
You got to protect your people, right? You got to protect Oba. You got to protect Cody. You can't have one, I guess, take a fall. This ain't the Kevin Owens John Cena thing. They didn't want to duplicate that, I guess.
Yeah.
And Cody's not going to take a pin. Not this close to the Rumble or Mania. And Oba's too fresh. So Drew had to interfere. I will admit, though, I didn't like the ending either. Although the match for me never got out of second gear. But I figured that because you're going to have the Drew ending. I'm fine with it. You got a sample of what Oba is and what this could be. And that's what they want. They want you wanting more. So shuckle up. You'll get it.
Zakia, how you feel about Mr. Obafemi and Cody Rhodes?
He's a beast. I mean, I've seen him. I've actually, I think I've seen one or two matches on NXT when Lonnie's watching, some of their events, and he's a beast. He's a force to be reckoned with, I should say.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave it at that. He's got the look, he's got the power, and he can definitely start working his way through on the main card, honestly. But we'll see what they do with him.
Yeah,
don't put him in the mid card. No U.S. title run, none of that. Just, I'm not saying put him in a heavyweight picture, but I am saying have him mess with the heavyweights.
Yeah, I mean, he had the North American title. He had a long reign with that. So I feel like he can still have a long reign with an Intercontinental or U.S. Or whatever it is.
What was the mid card title Brock Lesnar held?
He didn't have any.
Oh, okay. I was just curious about that. But yeah, tell me again how Oba needs a mid-card title.
I don't say he needs it, but I'm saying if he put in that position, he can still give those titles, make them more prestigious.
Oh, I understand that. But again, my question is, what title was mid-card that Brock Lesnar held?
I mean, that ain't where they put him. I mean, but you see Oba going out, first thing he doing, fighting the WWE champion. So he might be in that same vein. So I mean, it's because like I said, the crowd is already there. So that's what I'm happy about. The crowd being behind him already. They know what's up. they see the vibe, and he didn't seem nervous or shaking or like the moment was too big for him. He was comfortable. This man was comfortable. First match out the WWE champion, and he did, and it was great. And you made the WWE champion bleed from his ear and everything, and got him to go on one knee, and you standing tall.
Yeah, visually it did look good. It was a good visual of how it looked. It made Oba look really dominant, especially how he's just tossing Cody around the ring. So yeah, it was definitely good first impression for a big national crowd. Definitely.
Oh yeah, but it's just to the point where it's like, when do you put him up? Bring him up for real officially, because he's still the NXT champion now, and I don't know who NXT gonna really beat him like that.
So yeah, to that point, one of the reasons why we talk about on the show a lot. Oh, bring up Trick, bring up Devon, bring up Oba, and sometimes you got to take a moment to think to yourself: if you were to do that, who is the face of NXT? Sometimes they need a star, so maybe you don't want to pull the star of that show so fast if you don't have someone to fill that particular void. That's probably why Trick is still there. That's probably why Opa's still there. Because, I mean, who you calling? The Don? I mean, what? Chase you? Like, who's going to be the face of NXT if you start pulling those people? No. I'm not saying Ricky Saints couldn't do it, but so far Ricky Saints ain't doing it. I like Ethan Page, but I don't know how the rest of the crowd does. I don't watch NXT enough to even make these assessments. But what I will say is that when you have a face, you want to keep it there. So I can see if Oprah comes up, probably be the Rumble. But talk about filling a void. Who fills those voids for NXT? I mean, right now, not for nothing, I question the women's division. They took Stephanie, they took Julia, and right now you left with Jesse Jane and other people who some don't even consider true contenders. Quote
True
unquote. I don't know.
contender, yeah. That's why I thought, at least for the women, I thought it was like give it to like somebody like Jordan Grace. You got
I
you got a
forgot she
Blake, you
was
got a Blake
there.
Monroe, Lola Vice. You still got Kalani Jordan. So the people like that, everybody that was in the Iron Survivor basically, and then
Yeah.
they really pushing Kendall Gray, even though that should be Callie Armstrong from Evolve, but that's just my opinion on that one. But
None of
so
them
you gotta,
pop. I'll say
huh?
that. None of those names really pop, but okay.
But they still do good work down in NXT. I mean, for me
Oh
watching
yeah, yeah,
NXT on a regular basis, and you still got Jada Parker, and so
yeah.
as far
Yeah,
as the
true.
men, they really trying to bring some new guys up. They really trying to experiment with some guys. I feel like, such as the guy from Dark State, what's his dude name? The guy they I'm talking about look like Randy Orton. He's supposed to be deaf, but
Okay.
they got him going on. Uh, I mean, what's his name? Joe Hendry's there, and they really hype him up. They continue to put him in these certain spots. I think he got a spot on this show on Saturday's
Yeah,
main
you want to
event.
talk about that? You want to talk about that spot?
We can.
Yeah, I know you don't like Joe Hendry, but I mean, come on,
I
it's a
mean,
good
yeah.
spot.
I mean, we saw Tessator and Stephanie talking, and something was going on in the background. For me and the people I was watching it with, we thought that was like, did they not give Gunther entrance music or something? It was like Gunther
Oh,
walking around in the ring, but no, it was Miz. And Miz for weeks has been trying to get. It's like, where's my spot on the show? Like, well, how can I get in? If he tried to get, he was in the tournament last time, is now a tournament twice, and still couldn't get on the show. And so he just, bum rushed himself, and he made a spot for himself. And then for a show that's celebrating John Cena, we have Ron Cena run out there and do his thing. It is making the crowd laugh and everybody do going on. And he brought one of those random balls that was his name.
it
Yeah,
wasn't random. It was the ball.
it was the ball. I hate saying it like that, but you know what I mean. But and Nick Aldis had, and it had his name on there, and Miz actually said it on the mic, and Joe
Oh,
Hendry
say his
showed up.
name.
I say his name. Good day. He ain't gonna appear in my house. I hope not. Well, anyway, Joe Hendry actually showed up out of nowhere. He had no music hit. He was just out there on the apron for like randomly right there on the apron.
Yeah, it's pretty random.
I guess he's on the ring, and they just beat up Miz. Like Miz gets beat up a lot on these big shows or whatever, like a WrestleMania or something. He just randomly gets beat up by anybody. Snoop Dogg, Shane McMahon tried to do it, but he got hurt at WrestleMania.
Let's not talk about that Snoop Dogg one. Talk about anything else.
I'll take that.
I don't know, but Miz he's a team. I guess you would call it a quote unquote team player. He'll get beat up by anybody. You just want to be on the show and make a moment.
Yeah, they pair him up with a lot of your celebrity guest wrestlers, I guess you should call them. I don't know if there's a name for that, but they usually pair him up with them too. So,
oh yeah. So it was a cool moment. It was like I said, Joe Hendry's a comedy act to me. Like you say, you see it right here, teaming him up with R-Truth. I wish R-Truth was more serious. They tried it, but they just went right back to the same old R-Truth this year. So it is what it is. But I mean, did y'all like the moment? I mean, it was okay. It just a spot filler for me.
Wow.
I felt the same way.
Stretching it out.
Oh, I mean, look, it was fine. It was fine. Was I entertained? Yeah, for a degree. I thought, look, I like the spot for what it's worth. I like the Joe Hendry gimmick. I like that whole say his name. He just pops up randomly. I can't wait for them to start doing backstage segments. And like, you see that spot with Joe Hendry and he pops out a trash can. I think that stuff is hilarious. The Ron Simmons stuff, that's pretty cool too. Ron Cena. They did the Five Knuckle Shuffle. I mean, it was fine. I have no problem with it. You needed a good cause what was that? They had a tag match and then that spot, or did they did the women's match and then that?
It was the tag match. I think it was a tag match and then that spot, and then
Oh,
You know,
okay. So yeah, okay, that's fine because you had that so you had the wrestling, you had the quick intermission ordeal, then you had the John Cena bit. Imagine if they put the John Cena match first. See
People would have
that right? That's what I was thinking. It would have
No,
been in an
yeah,
empty
you
arena.
don't you definitely don't want to do that though, because then going back to what we were originally saying about these new talents, like nobody's gonna be like, I don't know who these people are. I don't want to see them.
Yeah, they'll
So
be checked
you
out.
got to
Like
build it
John
up.
Cena just
Yeah,
tapped
you got to
out.
build up the
Yeah.
moment.
yeah, but
Yes.
that seemed to be the plan at first from what people were saying. But I mean, but right before, like a few hours before the show, they were saying Cena's definitely going on last. So
Even Cena
that
went on the show and said that he was going on first. I'm like, I get what you're saying, Cena, but let's be for real. There's
yeah,
not a single ending that could have went well or bad that would have kept fans in that building long enough to see the rest of those matches. It would have
yeah.
been
I
a
mean,
disservice if he went on first.
right. I mean, especially with what we saw from the endings of the other matches.
Yeah,
Like,
especially.
yeah. So how you end with that? I'm like, no, we ended with John Cena. I mean, it just makes the most sense out of
I mean, if I
anything.
had to change anything, I would have put a tag team match first. I still would have put that match first.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I mean, you want to open the show real big. I mean, I guess it's for, and then it wasn't for the title, so I mean, I guess I didn't mind Cody going on first against Over, but just open it big and close it big. Like that's
Yeah, I
those
don't
two
know.
moments you're really gonna be talking about.
I like to open hot and close big. That's my
I
thing. I like in the hot because those crowd they were chanting. There was not a single match that the crowd chanted "This is awesome," man, except that AJ that tag match, right? And I
yeah,
want the crowd to be excited and hot and ready and boom. So by the time it gets to the rest of it, it's like a real roller coaster of events. But that's me. I don't know. We're fantasy playing.
but I mean, yeah, we're gonna get to that tag match because I mean, yeah, the crowd was really into it. This is awesome. They was hot out the gate because Slater and Javon Evans, boy, they went straight for AJ and Dragon Lee. They just caught them off guard, and they was kept moving and moving. But to me, that match kind of ended abruptly also because I don't know if AJ really slipped or that was supposed to be on that rope.
I
Because
think
after
he missed
that,
the spot. I think that's
I
what it
think it was
I,
was.
slip. Yeah, I think he
yeah,
slipped too.
because something was cut out. Something had to be cut out. What was going
Mhm.
on?
Well,
Uh,
for clarity, that match was like 6 minutes, and the Cena match was 20 minutes. And you
mhm.
still had to have like that 5 or some odd minutes for the whole R Truth thing. So
See,
it probably
see,
was
when,
pressed for time.
see, they could have. For me, they could have cut that Joe Hendry stuff out and gave the tag match more time. That's what I would.
Uh,
That's what
I
I would have
mean,
done.
I
I mean,
mean,
I get it.
to be fair, I feel like it was the ebb and flow of emotions, like to have because everybody was like starting to gear up for that last match, so you kind of have to have a place where you just kind of let people settle a little bit before you ramp it back up. So I mean, I understand it. I didn't particularly care for it. I mean, I like the Miz, I like the comedy and everything. I don't know much about Joe Hendry. I know that he pops up and but I feel like it was part of the ebb and flow because they're you kind of building up that it's kind of like you're going on a roller coaster, right? You've done your little dips and drops, but then you have to be at the bottom before you slowly rise to the top, and then you descend for your big drop. So I kind of feel like that's what they were building for.
yeah, you got to have your palate cleanser before your main course. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't have a
I
problem with it. I'm fine with how they played it. And I get what you're saying they could have cut out the time for more in the tag match. Again, a lot of these matches were more so sample sizes, not the look at what you can get later. Here's what we have as presentation. We don't want you
yeah.
to give you the entirety of everyone because we got more to come. Remember, this is about Cena, everyone. Let's remember that. Cena gets to 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, they had a lot of video packs for Cena, so I get it. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I'll just enjoy that tag match so much, and like I said, I know what these guys could do already anyway. So I just want them to do a little bit more, I guess. So
And
They
that's
did have
fair.
a lot of video packages.
You just supported the talent,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
yeah. But and I thought Javon Evans, I mean, really got cut out the match after he did that down over the rope, and then no, actually Dragon Lee did it on him, I think. But after that, Javon Evans didn't get to do a lot. So I was trying to see a little bit more of that. But all in all, still a great match. They got a lot of great creative moves that impressed the crowd because you heard the reactions.
Mhm.
The reactions was definitely there for those guys. So like I said, maybe we'll see a little bit more. Like I said, Javon Evans been on the main roster he had a number of matches. Like it was Sammy with Gunther, and now with AJ, a legend like AJ Styles. With AJ Styles and Leon Slater, they have history because AJ Styles was one of the biggest stars in the X division for TNA, and he gave Leon Slater a lot of praise when Leon Slater got the X division title, which he still holds now. And
But wait,
so
they never actually had a match or anything, have they?
no, they haven't had their match. So I saw
Oh,
another
okay.
reason
Well,
why I
never
was
mind then.
excited to see them face each other in this. But
Oh, you made it sound like they had a match. You said a lot of history. Hold on, what they
no,
crossed
I
paths.
understand a little bit. But I mean, he just gave him a lot of praise when he got the X Division
Oh,
title when he won it.
he acknowledged them.
Yeah, that's when AJ Styles was on the show and came out and had some words for Leon Slater. So I very much enjoyed that. But another talent, Soul Ruka. A lot of people haven't
So
seen her. In a full match. I mean, I've seen it, but a lot of people I was watching it with they've never seen her, and so I get to have fun explaining people that I've seen over a number of months or years or whatever. And
no,
so
we get it. You that guy who's like, oh, I knew about this band before they became famous. I was all into their first albums. You guys are just now hitting their hits. All right.
right,
I was
right,
there day one. We
right.
get
So
it.
I when to get to certain moments, I'm like, hey, check this out. Hey, watch this. Watch her do this. I was almost like that. So very much enjoyed her. Like they had a little bit of miscommunication, I feel like, with her and Bailey. But they still brought it home well, and like I said, the crowd was still excited by Soruka's moves. But I don't know, but Bailey, I don't know, I guess she's just putting over talent right now. I don't know. She ain't really been that interesting since WrestleMania 40. So I don't she's just putting over talent right now. But I mean, how y'all feel about how this match went and how you feel about Bailey and Soruka individually?
I'll go first. I don't really have a huge opinion on it. Didn't know too much about Soul Ruka. I heard the name and I was like, okay, um, somebody impressed me, right? But I mean, she was pretty entertaining. It was a solid match. And I was just like, okay, she did like I think you said it like she had did some of those moves, and I was just like, okay, all right, I see you, girl. Like, okay, I see it. But other than that, and again to your point, I don't really know what's happening with Bailey right now. She's kind of in like this in between storyline. She needs to. Is she going to be good? Is she going to be bad? Is she going to be friends with this person? Is she like? I don't really know what's happening with her. So that match, it didn't do a lot for me, but it was entertaining.
Okay. How you feel
Um,
about BJ?
yeah, kind of. So here's the deal. I like the technical wrestlers. I do, and because of that, I do have a weird place for this. How can the spot fest wrestlers, the highlight wrestlers? That's what I like to call them, highlight wrestlers. Wrestlers who do certain moves that get highlight moments, but there's no science to the offense. Like, okay, so Ruka going on the top rope and then doing a cartwheel to do a DDT on the rope, it looks
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm just thinking, why are you making all this extra DDT? Just do a DDT. It's just so extra. So I don't know. It looks good, but it's just so much. My grandfather used to be the same way because he couldn't stand luchadors. He said he doing all this running and spinning just to do a head scissors. And it's like you could have
Yeah.
just done a head scissors. Yeah, I know, but it's
Don't
it's the
make it look good.
fireworks. Right? It's the fireworks. People love fireworks. I respect that. But as far as it goes for me, it was fine. It was like I said, it was a good display. Soul Rook was cool. I'm not a fan of the Snow Soul Snatcher. It just doesn't. You got to be such. It's like the Oblivion. The fact I don't like moves where you got to have your opponent in a certain place to do it because it
Yeah.
just doesn't feel practical. I don't know. Again, I'm big into pro wrestling. Sports entertainment is cool, but I'm such a stickler for the wrestling of it. Good match. I thought the Bailey thing. I'm confused about what Bailey's story is. Like you mentioned, she good guy, she's not a good guy, split personality, no split personality. I feel like Bailey is just there and they're going to the motion through the motions of what to do with her. They're like she's a legend, but we don't know where to put her. I'm not sure
Mhm.
how you don't know where to put her, but I don't know. I think she'll be fine, regardless of which. Bailey's a legend. At this point, you can go about just have Vince Carter went 20 years playing, averaging 4 points a game, and he's still considered a legend. So it's like,
Yeah.
you are who you are. You can't change no more than what people think of you at this point. So I think she'll be
Yeah.
fine. But other than that, like I said, it's a fine match. It's a good match. Soul Rook was cool. that's where I feel.
Yeah, I mean Bailey's, Grand Slam. She done pretty much won everything except the mid card women's titles that kind of just got presented
Oh well,
recently.
sure. Wow, she has not won it. Okay, yeah, that's the only thing she hasn't won, the Intercontinental U.S.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
she's won literally everything.
yeah. So I mean, she doesn't have that much to prove anymore. Exactly. Or maybe I don't think she hasn't won a rumble, right? I don't think she's won a rumble. No, she has won a rumble. She has. She
Oh,
did
well,
win a
so there
rumble.
you go.
Yeah, she did. My bad. My bad. Like I said, I'm trying to think what she hasn't done. That's what I'm saying. She has done pretty much everything. I don't should say she's spinning her wheels, but
It's a little
um,
bit of that. It's a little bit of that because I mean, there's nothing. I don't know. Like what? She wasn't in War Games. It's kind of weird seeing how Damage Control was in War Games. So it's like I don't know. It's we're here. We are.
yeah. But she doing everything with Lyra Valkyria. They're still trying to go for the tag team titles, and I mean, you got a bunch of women in the tag team division right now trying to see who fights Kabuki Warriors. But all the four, or not all the four women, but that's how I'm trying to see what.
Doggone almost.
I mean, half of them.
Let me tell you, I do want to say something about that. With all those women being in the tag division, is making the world title picture very barren and very bare of competition. Is leaving Jade Cargill to have to fight the cannon fodder of a Meechin and a BFAB, and I don't know if that builds legitimacy of her title reign because she can't beat Aria, she can't beat Io, she can't beat these women because they're all competing for a different title. And what does that say about the world title if they all rather go for the tag title? So I don't
Yeah,
know. Perspective. It's just weird to me that Jade wins the world title and now she doesn't have any competition. They're all like, "Well, I'm gonna go for the tag title." If you're gonna say, "Well, that makes her seem intimidating," then write that into the story.
yeah. I mean, she having stare downs with all these women. She had stare down with Charlotte a number of times. You had a stare
Oh,
down with
bro.
Rhea this past Friday. So are we gonna have these matches, or we're just gonna be talk? We looking at each other. I
Do
mean,
you
I mean,
think
I,
do you think they're holding off for other people to come back in from injuries? They're trying to like play the waiting game and play the in between before. You think that
See,
that could be what it is, or we just don't know what to do with it right now? Like, what is it?
well, here's to answer that question. I'll say this: that's what happened with Jade in AEW. She was the longest reigning TBS champion because they was waiting for Chris Statlander to come back from injury, and that's fine. But you run into a problem where you just pace and circle. Like we don't want you to lose to these or fight these people because we're saving you for this person. But that becomes odd because you're the champion. So you have to fight someone to again create legitimacy. It's like going again in sports. If you are the top team and you're the champion, you going around beating lesser teams doesn't fully legitimize you being a great champion. They just like, well, yeah, you're the champion. You should beat these lesser teams who couldn't even compete for the title prior to you winning them. So it's
mhm.
like that's the problem I have with Jade. I don't know. I like Jade, I really do, but I want to see her to fight top competition. She can fight Alexa Bliss right now. She can fight her at the next big pay per view, and you can still save up for a Bianca or a Naomi. She can fight Charlotte. They can take those losses. Bailey, she can fight Bailey right now. Bailey's
Yeah.
taking losses, and you can create a story there. But I don't know perspective.
Even a Lyra, she could fight Lyra. She's been Intercontinental Champion,
Yeah, but Lyra hasn't won anything. I want her to fight a former world
former world champion.
champion to
Okay,
prove that she's a world champion.
yeah,
Because they did
and
that with Tiffany.
yeah, you're right. And even with it's not just Jade though. Even with Stephanie,
Yeah, that's the
like
other one who's
we
going to
gotta
have the
see who
same
she fights.
problem.
She might fight Raquel, but we all know Liv Morgan really wants that spot, and that's gonna be tension between them, which will probably take attention away from the world champion because everybody gonna see what's going on with this fight between the Judgment Day. That might
Yeah.
take more of the focus.
Well, there you have it, folks. We'll see what happens,
To
though.
be fair, we're kind of waiting for that to happen. We're waiting for the Judgment Day to implode. So, especially now with Liv coming back. So, yeah, we're waiting. We're waiting for that.
Oh, oh man, let me tell you. That's what I like about Judgment Day. Judgment Day is like a cockroach. You keep thinking it's going to go away, and they just keep evolving. They're up to like 9 members. Maybe this one is it. Because if you take out Dom and Liv, I don't know if it can stand. Finn may become
Yeah.
a face. We'll see. But it is going to be interesting when we see Liv's true colors when Raquel goes for that title.
Oh yeah. But like I said, it's a wait and see because we still trying to figure out who really is the number one contenders for the women's tag team titles,
Yeah.
or even pretty much all the women's titles. Just who the number one contenders are for all these women's titles, really.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, who's Chelsea Green really fighting? She's going back and forth with Jay, and Jay just beating her and the rest of her crew down.
Wait, she's the U.S. champion?
Yeah, Chelsea Green.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah, she's U.S.
So
champion.
she got
Where's
that.
Julia?
Julia. I ain't seen Julia do nothing since she lost the belt. That made
Yeah,
me
she's been fine.
yeah, I heard she was like had a little bit of heat backstage. That's why she ended up losing so quick to Chelsea Green in that match. So
I
Mm-hmm.
and
think I
she ain't been
missed.
doing nothing else since.
I think I missed the last two Smackdowns. I haven't really been.
And in the Continental, I mean, you got these video package with Maxine Dupree. That's interesting.
Oh
So
yeah, she is. Yeah, they haven't her trained, but she's already the champion, right?
yeah, I mean, but a lot of people are saying that's kind of backwards. But if you're the
Yeah, she
champion, you
should have done that
still
going
you
against
want to train
Becky.
either way.
Yeah, I know, but the training videos make it seem like she's going for the big fight,
She build
but
up to
she
Yeah.
the
is
moment.
the big fight.
Yeah, but I mean, it's how you look at it. If you a champion that's trying to stay ready and continue to get better while you're champion.
I know, but the Rocky montage is only cool because Rocky wasn't champion.
I guess so.
Just saying, you know.
Yeah,
Could you? I had a tiger, right? I mean, granted, it feels more impactful when you're the challenger. When you're
yeah.
the champion, it's like I don't know. It's okay.
Honestly, I
Perspective.
forgot. I forgot she had it. I forgot she had the
See,
title, but I was very impressed with those packages. I was like, okay, girl, you put in the work. And out of all the most technical wrestlers in the company, you working with Daddy. So, you're gonna get yours, right? You gonna get your training. But to be honest with you, I forgot that she even had the title. So
Oh
that
man.
yeah, right.
it,
It is
was
that
it's
forgettable.
no shade to her. I just forgot. Like watching those packages. Yeah, you're right. You're kind of thinking like she's working hard, not to keep the title. She's working hard to get to the title. So it's kind of it might be ill timed,
Right. I guess better late than never. Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
but
so
she's
is it?
putting in the work. So I have to hand that to her.
That's true.
She is, but I was saying, so is it a problem with all just the women's champions, or just are the champions period in WWE are not being showcased well?
Well, it ebbs and flows because Dragunov's doing well with the U.S. title. They like the U.S. Open Challenge. Dominic is the Intercontinental Champion. People like that. Cody's the WWE Champion. I mean, I don't know.
He's funny.
It's right. It's Cody, right? So there's an
Yeah,
emotion there, and then Punk. People love seeing Punk. He's a world champion. So I think right now it's the women's picture, but again, it's the ebbs and flows because the real problem is they put a lot of the women into the top women, that is, into the tag team title picture, which kind of depletes a little rest of the division. This is one of the main reasons why I'm against the tag team titles because I don't think the women's division is deep enough to support that type of change unless you did a good job building up all the other women, which they didn't. So we're in the situation.
yeah. And you saw your big champions putting their belts and with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes putting their titles on John Cena to give him that respect. Kind of reminiscent of when Batista and John Cena did that for Hulk Hogan at the time. They put both of their titles on him and did the pose down and everything. And so no come around now they doing it for Cena. So I like that. But as far as these champions go, I'm trying to see who their next contender. I mean, you got to think Drew McIntyre is going after Cody.
Cody.
That's gonna be the next match, probably around Rumble time. And then for Punk, you got Braun Breaker coming up as the world champion. As I mean, for the championship match on January 5th.
Oh my god.
So we got something to look forward to with both of those guys. I don't see any of the guys losing those belts at that time, but maybe they might, swerve us with it. I don't want Braun Breaker to get a title this early. I don't know. I'm just not really in. He's not up right at that level for me yet. So for him to get
Maybe
this
if
match,
you see it, you might believe it.
no man, nah. I
I
need
mean,
I need
okay.
more of a
Well,
build up.
I hear what you're saying, but I remember when Seth was kicked out the week before. The following week, Braun came out the limo with the world title, and everyone was saying, "Oh wow, that title looks really good on him." Maybe you just need to see it to believe
I
it.
mean, he deserved it.
Maybe you just need to see it to believe it.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm just not. I think he
Okay.
need give me a year or so,
A year. All right. I hear you, Mark Henry.
maybe.
15 years down the line. I hear you, Mark.
Ah.
I hear you, Mark Henry.
I don't know, man. He just not there right there yet for me. Cause like I said, the promos ain't people are going crazy over his last two promos he did. They all right, but I still need that face to face with him and Punk, and I don't think he will stand up to the Punk like everybody think he's going to.
I mean, you have a good point, but there's that learning curve. I think every single one of those new wrestlers or your green wrestlers. See, I'm not gonna call him a green wrestler, but they have to stand up to one of the greats. You had what Roman got challenged. Um,
Yeah.
who was going toe to toe with Punk. I mean, like you're gonna have some of them go up there with somebody who has really good mic skills, and you're gonna have to challenge them. So what best to be challenged to somebody who is one of the top people that can do that. So I think he can get there. At this point, he just looks like muscle, and usually the muscles don't have words. So I think he needs to. I mean, he might not be there yet. His last couple of promos were actually I was impressed. I was truly impressed. But again, he's still new. He's still trying to build up himself. So he's gonna have to go against somebody who can rip him, who can rip him on the mic. So who better
Yeah.
than CM Punk, right?
I
But
mean, yeah.
he'll get there. He'll get there.
I say, yeah. I don't doubt he'll get there. He's not there for me yet. That's what I'm saying. I don't want him to. It's cool that he's getting a shot, but I just don't want him to win. Just, I don't think he deserves to win at this moment. And like I said, man, like I said, maybe these heels are actually becoming heels nowadays because I don't want to see them win.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's a
Like,
good point. Yeah, that's how it should be. Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
yeah, a lot of people been cheering, love to cheer the heels. Hey, one of our guys on his show, Mr. Player, he love to cheer the heels. But that ain't how it's supposed to be. So we're gonna see where it goes. And then after this win by Gunther, I want to ask y'all, where do y'all think what is next for Gunther after that? After the win over John Cena and retiring John Cena for his last match, where do y'all see Gunther going in the next few months?
Few months.
I mean, you gotta do something right after that. You gotta follow up right after this big win.
He's
Yeah.
Gunther. He's Gunther. I mean, even if he didn't get this win, he would still be. Look, here's how to answer your question. He's the retiring machine. So who's next? AJ Styles,
Oh man,
and then Brock Lesnar,
I don't
then
see
Randy
Brock
Orton.
retiring in a while.
Oh, he's taking him out next year.
yeah.
Gunther is going to retire Brock
Oh,
at
Brock. No,
SummerSlam.
Brock is,
Brock,
or Gunther's trying to.
no, Gunther's going to retire Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Yeah, in Minneapolis.
Book it.
So
It's
home
happening.
tour.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
it's going to
Okay.
happen in his hometown. He's. I don't know if he's going to choke him out, but he's going to beat him.
He'll
He's
have
going
to
to.
choke him out. He'll have to choke that
Yeah,
guy out.
probably so. It's Brock Lesnar,
Yeah,
right?
please come on now. If you did the scene, let's go see Brock. But
Um,
I'm trying to think of Brock's next couple matches because he ain't gonna have that many leading up to
He
his
won't.
retirement. I don't think he's gonna have that many. He might have a 2 to 3 at the most.
I think to your point though, like I feel like Gunther, he doesn't really have anything left to prove. What he doesn't have anything to prove right now. You just retired the GOAT, right? So you have nothing to prove now. You can walk in the building and walk out like you have nothing to prove. But again, to how you guys are saying, like he's probably now going to be like, listen, I'm just going to retire all of y'all old people, and I'm going to take the spot. So y'all been in here 20 years, 25 years, 15, whatever. I'm going to take you out. You go hang your boots up, and then I'm going to take your spot. I'm going to continue to work my way up. I mean, he's already on the top, but he's going to listen. If he's got a timeline for who's next on the retirement page, let's go.
Hey, a new legend killer. I
the
mean,
rise of pro wrestling. Gunther is bringing in pro wrestling. He's getting rid of all these sports entertainers, your highlight wrestlers, your whatever. He is bringing upon the era that might actually kill wrestling. I don't know. We'll see. But he's bringing upon the era of pro wrestling that is all grit, force, and I don't know. Lack of sports entertainment. I'm running out of words.
It's all good. Well, I don't know. 'Cause I feel like I don't know if he's trying to get for a title now, or like he's just gonna keep on this legend killer kick for a little bit.
He
And
is the
that'd be
title.
his thing.
What? Why do you need to see the title, huh? I am the title. That's what Gunther's saying. I am the
Okay.
championship.
Okay, Moxley. Okay, Moxley.
I mean, look. Seriously though, longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. Pretty decent world title run, but you still world champion. He beat the supposed greatest of all time in a fashion that many have not seen him lose in 20 years. Only thing left for him to really do is to beat Cody, which is honestly his next thing that he should do.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
that'll probably be his next role because I don't think he should win the Rumble or anything. I think that should
I'm
be
not against it.
really. This for I mean the one coming up. I'm saying not saying he shouldn't win a Rumble at all, but
I mean, who do you
who
want to see
else?
win it? Yeah, who you like?
I mean, if we talking about bring somebody back for as LA Knight who just got written off, but he could come back in the Rumble and win. That's the type of thing he will win.
Oh wow, I don't know. LA Knight seems like he'll win the number one contender shot before a Rumble. Okay, that's fine. I asked, you gave me an answer. I'll take it.
Hey,
LA Knight.
I mean,
I like
it's
LA
hard to
Knight.
pick with the men more than the women because for the women, that's automatically for the women for the Royal Rumble. I'm picking Bianca. Come on back, win a Rumble. Get your second Rumble
I'm ready
win.
for Bianca to come back. I miss my girl.
Yeah, go ahead
I'm
and set up the match with Jade and then give us what we want.
Nah, I wouldn't have her win the Rumble though. I'll have her win Elimination Chamber maybe, but no, not the Rumble. She's already won the Rumble.
And she already won Elimination Chamber like what, twice or 2 or 3 times? I don't know.
Make it even more of a case of why I wouldn't have her win it. Too many times. I would rather have someone like Julia win the Rumble. Honestly, Stephanie should have lost the title, and I would have her win the Rumble. But you know what? Oh, you guys would hate my wrestling because Nikki Bella would be champion right now.
Oh goodness.
She would be champion for that very reason. For all that reaction right there, that's why she'll be my champion. Because whoever beats her, you people would love it. Y'all would love whoever beats her. And that will be my face moving forward. That's the reason she'll be my champion. Because I will build a strong enough face that you guys will just be happy. Oh my God, take that title off of her. That's why she'll be my champion.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't give it like to Liv or Roxanne or somebody like that on Raw that's going like
a Rumble win?
No, I'm saying as far as beating Stephanie before WrestleMania and being a champion going into WrestleMania.
I mean, maybe, but one step at a time. Because let's get the Chamber first. Let's get the Rumble. Let's get the Chamber. Who's going into Mania? Stephanie will probably go for the title. She'll probably fight Liv. I'll finagle it.
You gotta have, they gotta put Rhea in there somewhere. They love to have Rhea in them title matches. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to figure out where they're really going with this. Yeah, you got Rhea staring down Jade, but Rhea's still on Raw and with the world champion, women's world champion is with Stephanie Foucault. So,
but the Rumble season coming up, you can challenge for whatever title you want.
Yeah.
So if Rhea were to win the Rumble, she could challenge Jade. What
I want to see Rhea do is I want to see Rhea fight Io Sky and finally get that win over her. I guess I think that's a story to play out with that.
I know, but
I don't know which
you
one
fans want it
heels.
so badly. It'll be one of those things you gotta wait for because y'all want it so badly. I'll make you wait. You're gonna.
We've been waiting. We thought it was gonna happen in Perth.
Did you get? Do you have the ending to Seth and Roman yet?
I mean, no.
All right, continue waiting. You get it.
I don't know. It's a lot coming up. It's a lot going on.
That'll be the retirement match.
For Roman?
Whoever. Probably Roman. Roman would be first to go.
Yeah, Roman would be first before anybody.
He even said that he doesn't have too much longer in the company between all his other stuff that he's working on and health challenges. I think he's probably going to be hanging up his boots soon.
Yeah, because we got that Street Fighter movie coming up. I can't wait to see that. Him and Cody.
Did you see the trailer for that?
Yeah, I seen it. I was like,
I'm hoping that they don't show all the good stuff and then that's it.
Right, just a little action scene.
Cody
with that hair is just tripping me out.
I don't know. It looks true to life of Street Fighter. We'll see.
It
We'll see.
does. I'm definitely going to see. I ain't been in theaters in a little while, so that might get me out my house to go to the theaters and see that movie, something like that. If nothing else before that coming out, I know Mario and stuff like that.
Did y'all know that there's an Anaconda movie coming out that has Jack Black and Paul Rudd in it?
It looks.
Yes.
It looks.
Dude. Sometimes I just wonder what year am I in, because that just feels.
It's a parody of Anaconda. It's weird. It's a weird comedy that I will be passing. It's like a parody / Anaconda. I don't know the direction that they took with that. That one was weird.
It's coming out in 2 weeks. It's the first I hear of it, and it's just, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, yeah, I heard about it for a little while, but it just I don't. It's like they're trying to make a movie. They're trying to get the money for it. I'm like, I don't get it. But
Anaconda wouldn't have been a franchise I go with. That was a fine movie, but I don't think a lot of people are like, oh man, I remember that film. No, not really.
And I like both of those guys. I like Paul Rudd. I mean, I like Jack Black.
Well,
Jack Black been on fire. He's been doing a lot of great stuff lately. He got the big stuff. I don't say great.
He's been involved in a lot of big name things. Yes, he has. Mario, Minecraft. That's true.
You got Jumanji.
Well, I think they're filming another Jumanji too. So
yeah, that's coming out next year too.
The transition Jack Black and The Rock. So.
That's another thing. The Rock, a lot of people thought they wanted The Rock to come at the end of the show.
He would show up. Nah. I was hoping he would show up last night.
No,
because again, that's another one of Cena's rivals, right? So
yeah, I mean, really, the guy is like on the chairman of the board at WWE. It's almost like, why wouldn't you be there? It's Cena's a big name in WWE. He's a big face in that company.
He sent a video. He sent a video in, and you saw Undertaker send a video in also, but he was still there. Undertaker was still there with Michelle McCool. So I don't know what's going on with The Rock. I mean, Rock wasn't there for the heel turn. He wasn't there for the last match for Cena. I don't know. Like you still beefing with him or something? You say you cool. Say you give him all the respect. Like you ain't showing up though for these moments that could make his farewell tour better than what it was. I mean, it's still good to me for the most part, but it could have been more top tier if he was there for the heel turn.
Real quick question, just for the panel and anyone who may be listening.
Yeah,
is John Cena the greatest of all time?
Oh, I ain't got to answer that. You know me.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
You know me. You see the shirt. It's just if you ain't know, this John Cena shirt. It's old school shirt.
I thought that was G Unit.
Nah, it's that Cena, the chain gang. You see the C and the G, it's the chain gang.
Oh yeah,
that actually brings up a very good question because, not responding with your question with a question, but what would you consider the greatest? You know what I'm saying? Like, take out who you ask. What would you consider being one of the greatest or a great for WWE? Like, is it championships?
Yeah, what's the criteria?
Is it years in the company? Is it how many highlight reels you had? Your transitions? Like, what are you quantifying it as? And that would determine whether he checks off all those boxes. But to answer your question, I would say yes. He's brought a lot of attention to the company. He's been a face for 20 years. He's been in over 2,300 matches, right? Like my information or like my data. And out of those, he's won 78% of his. So he has done a lot inside the company and outside as an ambassador with all of his Make-A-Wish. And the kids love him and the adults love him. And to be honest with you, I think I actually I was doing a volunteer event at the Invictus Games that they do, which is pretty much like the Olympic for wounded vets. Mm-hmm. It's an amazing event. But anyway, they were doing the chair, what was it called? The wheelchair basketball. And he wound up being one of the coaches. He was one of the celebrity coaches. So he was here. And I don't think he wasn't on the original docket. So somebody must have dropped out and he filled in the gap. So I got to see John Cena kind of like up live and personal, whatever. And I think I posted it on Facebook, and one of my old coworkers, and she was a little bit older, she was just like, I love John Cena. And she has some other words to say behind it. But what I'm telling you is she doesn't watch wrestling, but she knows who John Cena is. So he spans over decades and generations, from young kids to older men, women, children. So when you're asking if he's the greatest of all time, I would probably check that box, say yes.
I like that. I
Amazing.
like that. I need to clip all that just right
Oh
there.
wow.
We're gonna make sure everybody see that one. Cause I
Listen,
mean,
I was ready for that question. So BJ,
yeah.
like you really just let me right. You let me right to the water street. I
You
was
know,
ready for that one.
no,
Oh
that's good.
yeah.
I like how you broke it down. Like, what's the criteria? Because that is very important.
Yeah.
Anytime I see a top 10 list, the first thing I do before I immediately react to the list is check, well, what made you decide this list in the first place? What are you taking, denoting, whatever, right? And you make a very good argument for John Cena, like a really good one. And mm, it's hard for me to say this, but for me personally,
Mm.
he didn't make my top 10.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because I have
I
a
mean,
very look for
I
me.
understand.
Again,
Ooh.
I'm the I love, how can I put it? You know what it is? Here's what it is. I like professional wrestling, and I like the people in professional wrestling who look at it as more of a craft to hone than
Yeah.
a platform to perform.
Yeah.
I like from the standpoint of like, come on, Kurt Angle, Bret Hart, Eddie
Yeah.
Guerrero, Shawn Michaels to a degree, Ric Flair. I can say a lot of different people, Bryan Danielson, AJ Styles. I like their styles because I like how they make me feel about wrestling. It makes me feel like it's real, like it's actually happening, and not just a thing that's a show, which I know is a show, and I'm fine with it
Hmm.
because I
Yeah.
appreciate people like Cena and people like The Rock, but I'm more inclined to check their promos than their matches. I'll be more
Yeah.
inclined to see a moment than one of their, if I do watch their matches because of who they're wrestling. So
Okay.
to that point, though, I will say this: I do think Cena is the greatest WWE superstar of all time. If I had a Mount Rushmore, Cena, Austin, Hogan, and you can play around with people like The Rock, Triple H. You know that fourth spot that can be up in the air. If you
Yeah.
want to, you can say Jericho. If you have a real affection, Macho Man, it's your pick. Bret Hart, whoever, Diesel, okay. Uh,
Uh,
but
uh,
I do think Cena is up there. If you had to break wrestling down into decades, Hogan's the '80s, Austin the '90s, Cena's the 2000s.
Mhm.
So I do look at it from that standpoint. And the last point to that is because I like the analogies. Ron does a good analogy. He said that LeBron is Cena, Jordan is Austin,
yeah.
and I think Magic and Bird will both be Hogan. It all
I mean,
fits.
I mean, unless you put that like Hogan and Rick.
No, it's
Okay.
Hogan
Okay.
because okay, I have to give this quick history. So when basketball was in the '80s, the NBA Finals was on tape delay. Put this in perspective. The NBA Finals came on after the evening news. The evening
Yeah.
news used to tell people if you don't want to hear the score of the game, you better turn away because we're going to tell you who won.
Wow.
Magic and Bird came in and brought it back to prominence where it was now a must see event. That's what Hogan did for wrestling. Hogan made wrestling a must see event. Before it was a carny show, it was a thing, it was a niche audience. But Hogan made it a global phenomenon. He brought it to a place where Austin took it and made it grow, and where Cena kept it and preserved it. And this is where
Mm.
we are. So that's where I give Cena his credit. He may not be
That's
my GOAT or in the top 10 GOAT, but I real can recognize real.
All right. And we got the historian asking you, speaking of your top 10, what's your top five?
Oh my God. You know what? All right. Yeah. I was thinking about this because I figured this question was going to eventually come up. I have a
uh,
top five, but in fact, I legitimately went as far as made a top 20. Give me a second here.
oh,
All right.
I'm scared. All right, let's go.
So this is the best that I can do. And like I said, it's going to change. My number five is Ric Flair.
mm,
My number four is Shawn Michaels.
okay.
Now, my number three is Bryan Danielson. My number two is Bret Hart. And the greatest wrestler to have ever walked the face of this earth is the wrestling machine, Kurt
Your
Angle.
freaking angle. Okay. I can't be mad at that at all.
It is
I can't
Kurt
be mad at that
Angle.
at all.
Listen, Kurt Angle won a lot. He had probably the best rookie year. He can do heel, he can do villain. His style can transcend every era of wrestling. His character work can transcend every era of wrestling. The only knock on him from a business standpoint was that he was never a big face of the company. He was never like the top draw, but I can negate that for my personal list.
Yeah. That makes sense. It's like I said, it's your favorites of all time. It ain't got to be like who you think everybody will say. It's like that. What we trying to get for everybody from this group is who's your favorite top five of all time, and we're gonna put it out in a certain special way. Eventually, well, pretty soon from the historian. So, uh,
Yeah, so document that because that's my list. AJ's number 6.
hey, that's that
He was real
dude.
close.
Okay, and we're gonna close with. Oh, he says, "Was that a Christmas gift?" He said, "Thank you." Was that a Christmas gift?
Well, I figured we was going to have this discussion, so I had to be prepared in case the question was asked.
Okay. And we're real quick before we get out of here. We're gonna go through real quick with this. Like, what seeds? What do y'all think were the WrestleMania videos plant?
What
Um,
seeds do you think the rest of me? You mean those videos of
The
them in the casinos
packages,
and
the
all that?
Vegas packages. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, real
oh,
quick before we end it. Go
star power.
Yeah. Um, I feel like they all gonna have a match. I don't think they're gonna have a match with each other
Right.
as far as the men go. Because I really want to see Brock and Gunther. I thought this was had a match like last year, so I got excited for that, so I'm really looking forward to it. And one thing I want to say about because Brock is about to retire, I guess next year for what the rumors are saying. I want to fight Gunther, but I thought about him fighting Oba, but I was like, I don't want to see Brock fighting no more black guys. From the history of him and black wrestlers, I don't know if I even want to see him fight Oba because I don't want to see Oba lose to him. I don't want. I'll be edging my seat hoping Oba win, and then if he don't, I'm just be upset again. So
But
I don't know about
imagine if
that.
he wins, though. But imagine
Yeah,
if he
right.
wins.
Imagine if he wins. If they do that, then yeah, that'd be great. But I don't. We'll see.
You
But
don't
as far as
trust him.
everybody else in there, like you say, it's just your biggest stars right now, and then that's what you gotta use those guys to and women that they're showing to sell WrestleMania because you back in Las Vegas again, so you
Hmm.
gotta resell it to that market,
Yeah.
and hopefully people will come right back over there like they did last year because they didn't
Hmm.
they it wasn't a total success. I don't think. I mean, financially, I guess it was, but as far as everybody liking it, it wasn't a total success. So now you got to sell it to me again, and it's like you're doing a redo of the same show. So I don't know. We'll see. But I do like that Jade is in with the women's, and
Hmm.
they added Liv after she returned. So it's interesting. Like I said, I like to see where all these superstars go and their place on the biggest show of them all.
Hmm.
It's awful.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, like I said, I don't. For me, I like it just showcasing star power. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to interpret that Cody, Roman, Brock, and Punk are going to have a match with each other in some sort
Mhm.
because I feel like Punk may fight Braun Breaker. Perfectly. For me, my perfect mania would have Punk and Cody fight each other,
Yeah.
and Brock and Gunther, and then the world title would be Roman and I guess Seth. If Seth was healthy, but he's not. But that would be my mania.
Well, I think stuff would be good by WrestleMania time.
Maybe I don't know. I guess I
But
don't know.
I mean, I like that card right there. And then
Before
just
before I'm not going to answer that because I like the entertainment part of it. So
mhm.
unlike unlike you, Mr. Professor, I actually enjoy the entertainment and the drama. But so I like watching the video packages. But my question is, and you guys may have spoke about it before, but when are we going to bring up this masked person that came out and did Seth Rollins
Oh,
stomp in
Oh,
War
mm,
Games? So when is that going to come up? Like when is that going to be unveiled? Who do we think this is?
they could really stretch that out for a minute.
oh. To answer the question, I think it's Austin Theory. It could be Montez, but it would be pretty cool if it was Buddy Matthews. However, I think it may be Austin
but,
Theory.
Too big to be Buddy. I mean, too thin to be Buddy Matthews. Isn't he a little bit bigger of a guy?
He is a bigger of a guy, but the reason why Buddy Matthews works because nobody will see it coming. I don't think he's part of AEW anymore. He has a similar moveset to Seth Rollins. I don't know, but if I had to put money on it, I guess Austin Theory. but it's probably Chris Jericho.
Yeah, I don't know because I really think the guy that climbed the cage is not the same guy who's gonna be revealed. They just use that guy to for the moment. They just do the move, whoever it is, go in there, do the moves, and we'll reveal who it is later. It ain't got to be you.
Okay,
You know
well,
what
how
I'm saying?
about this? If you're saying that it is multiple people that they're using for the same person, could this be an Americano thing where it is actually just multiple people?
You think they like showcasing multiple people at the same and joining this
No,
group?
I'm
Or
saying yeah, it's just multiple people. Yeah, like it's 2, 3 guys, not just one.
It could be. It
Mm.
could be. Maybe it's a kind of like a gateway into another faction, right? Maybe we're trying to build something up. Um, it looks like Mr. Historian said Montez, and he brought up a good point with that. I would love to see it be Montez, honestly. So I don't know.
I would.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Montez do something else other than the Street Profits. I just don't want him to be like a lackey to anybody. I just want him to come out on his own.
Well, who's the leader of the division?
I don't know right now. Right now, the head, I feel like if they're trying to make it Braun Breaker for a minute, like you were saying, Logan Paul looking like. Well, right now they're trying to make it Braun Breaker, especially if he's the one going for the world championship.
Well, just because you're going for the world title don't mean you're the leader, right, Raquel?
Hey, I mean, there you go, right there.
So I don't
So
know.
I mean, it's something there's a lot to look forward to and like to see. It's almost WrestleMania season, it's like Royal Rumble time coming up, and that's what I'm very much looking forward to.
That's my favorite PLE. It's my favorite one.
Hey, it's one of the most exciting.
Well, which one?
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite too. It's the a la carte of wrestling. I get to see everybody. Guaranteed, I'm going to see everybody. Yeah, it's my favorite event.
Right, even if I don't recognize their music at first, I gotta wait till I see the Titantron.
Yeah, hopefully they fix that. I need for everyone to get new music.
Oh yeah,
That's a really good one to see live too. That's a very that is a most exciting PLE to see live. So
yeah. I would like to go to another one, but I ain't going all the way to Saudi Arabia for this one. So I'll catch
yeah,
another one.
yeah, I'll pass on that one. I'll pass on the
Oh
trip
yeah,
to
it is
the Middle East.
I forgot it was out there this year.
Oh yeah, but we got a lot to look forward to. See what Gunther goes next. See who's gonna be these number one contenders for all these women's titles, and see what Cody and Drew coming up, what their match coming up. And as like I said, it's almost Rumble time. So, but we're gonna cover it all right here on the Champions Corner podcast. Go ahead, hit that like button. Go ahead, hit the comments. Tell me who you think gonna win the Rumble and how you feel about what happened to Cena. And you put your Cena favorite matches and moments if you want to do that. Put it in the comments. But come on, follow us on everything. But so we're gonna say goodbye. Say goodbye to the people, Professor and Miss Analytics. Zakia, thank you for joining us again.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Love having you on the show. Say goodbye to the people, Professor.
Good night.